Class 100's ready, it's aimed. It's tasked to fire. Beam's missing. Oh, it's firing at the wrong thing. Travis immediately switches targets. And here we are on GoldRush. We're still on the testing branch, which has not been changed since last week, which makes me very sad. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP, Rom, Crow, Polymorphous, Neuralite, Super Hans on ANS, Bastel, Duke of Stars, Sunflower Girl 10, and Dramus on OSP. We are living rail hell, really. People have been encouraged to bring their rail builds, bring their anti-rail builds. Try to get as much information down the field as we possibly can on what rail world looks like. And I have no idea what to expect here. I'm gonna be real, because last week it was just ships kind of sitting around shooting at each other, and I don't know. I'm guessing that's probably gonna be what's going on this time. I guess there's maybe an argument to be made that Nebulous is just ships sitting around shooting at each other, but it's different. Maybe. I'm really hoping for something more dynamic. Looks like OSP is going over the top like crazy here. They're not even dropping anything on their natural point. Delta? What? Okay, there we go. They're going for a really hard echo push. They're also just going to go over the top of the map. ANS spread out a little bit more. Looks like they're going to try to keep control of this little porthole here. Keep an eye on that alpha point and control Charlie, and then maybe play some fuck games around that middle point there. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, I got demoted to Twitch streamer, and you got promoted to menu element. Really, the future is now. Long time here on this deployment screen. I hope that means that the teams are working out a serious plan, and not that they just don't know where to go, what to do. We'll see about that as well. Okay, here we go. Dropping down. Fire up the sick jams. Oh, yeah. Turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Jumping down here with the ANS team. Looks like we're dropping down with Crow and a 450 Maxford. Fingers, bones, dust. Okay, menacing. 1 450 turret, 1 beam turret, nothing on the back. Hard kill all around on this. Supporting presumably a rail ship? No, Crow's got 2 of these. Where's the money for these going? It's got to be inside. Yeah, in the restores and the damage control. I don't know, I still feel like there's a bunch of points missing on this ship. Whack. Okay, we got Polymorphous United with 2 railguns on top and 1 triple barrel turret on bottom. And the chat is immediately turning into nonsense. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that. That needs to go in the Poster Hall of Fame. I hope not everybody got inflicted with that window noise. What the hell is this? It's even got an Intel Center on it, some GPCs, E-rigs. Alright. Polymorphous also has a E-War Sprinter off to the side. Nearly naked Sprinter and this like E-War Frig escorting the Axford. Okay. Rom's rocking the cab fleet. Super Hans has a single Axford. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, and we're over to the OSP team. Great. Looks like he's got S2. Okay, no. That's a bomber wing. He's got a destroyer for defense. 2 torp frigs. Pinard spy frig. The torpettes rather. And then 2 nearly naked capping vessels. And Super Hans has not a missile beam Axford, just pure missiles on this Axford. S2s, no hybrids. Oh, boy. Alright, so maybe this is going to be an interesting day of games. Oh. Oh, sorry about the Windows noise, folks. Duke of Stars. We're going to Kathleen. He's got 1, 2, 3 multi-mission tugs. 1, 2 torpedo arsenal tugs. 1 EWR tug, 2 EWR tug, 2 EWR tug. Nice, nice. Don't see that very often. And then looks like 3 nearly naked capping shuttles, which he's thrown onto Echo, Alpha, and Charlie, respectively. Tramis rocking some monitors. C90s, C30s, 2 of those. And then a pair of C90 plasmas. And then supporting with an EWR and an LRT tug. Man, they got 4 EWR tugs on this team. They're going to see everything. I guess that's a good idea for dealing with the rails. Sunflower Girl with 2 rail cellos who are currently on hold fire. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Presumably it's intentional. I wonder if she's in position fire to get the turrets aimed. That'd be cool. Along with 4 others. 1 EWR tug, 1 LRT tug, and then 2 like screening, scouting, nearly naked Huntress shuttles. Yeah, for pinging any scouts and stuff on the edge. Looks like there's a little bit of miscombat happening on Alpha. OSP gonna lose their shuttle on Alpha. Vastal, double obelisk maybe? Yeah, well, that's 1 obelisk, and that's 2 obelisks right next to each other. Half plasma, half T30. Decent amount of damage control, and then at least for the obelisk build. Supported by 1 multi-mission tug off nowhere. Just hanging out on the bottom of the map. Make sure there's nothing sneaky going on down here. And yeah, there is nothing sneaky going on down here. Runs might drift into that direction at some point, but I highly doubt it. Looks like he's going around the horn here over to Echo. And then Vestal also has another sprinter, which is jumping onto the Alpha point, trying to cap it. It's got some guns. There's also some big blasts going off over here on this sprinter that's trying to capture the Alpha point. I think that's going to wind up getting killed by the bombshells and possibly the missiles. Rose getting hit by NNT rounds. It's obviously not going to do anything. It's going to be able to easily cap Charlie with those. So let's take a look at how the teams are shaking up. Looks like ANS has the axe repair over on Charlie, and they should be able to hold that pretty much indefinitely on their own, especially with the current positioning of the OSP forces. Primary combat element of the OSP is around the Echo side of the map and maneuvering to get fire down into the Alpha side of the map. ANS on the flip side is just a little something for everyone. They're kind of all over the place. Looks like they really want to focus on the cap side and don't want to go for any serious engagements. We got the bombers up here floating around still, ready to dump missiles onto someone, anyone. But ANS is really invested in Axfords right now. So here's 3,000 points. Here's 1,800? Thereabouts. There's another 3,000 points. That's almost 8,000 points worth of 12k into Axfords. So it's really going to be up to Rom to get something done. He is the offensive element of this team. I think Tramis is going to be able to really cause the Alpha section of ANS to suffer immensely. Wolf answered this in the chat, but I should probably mention it for people who are listening and not reading that. Yeah, bomber sprinters, for those, or just bombers called so for now, are these hybrid sprinter corvettes with Bernards and jammers on them, but they have S2Hs in their belly, and they fire them at very long range, usually from stealth at OSP targets, and it's very powerful. Yeah, I'm not really sure where these rails are. This definitely seems like a really bad space for them to be. Okay, those railguns. I wish it would be easier to see what each side saw, because I don't think much of a... Okay, big S2 strike out on the monitor group. AMM's firing, but monitors are usually set up for anti-hybrid work. I don't think they're going to be able to handle this kind of hell spam of S2. And we've had 3 Cats and Quiz both get dumped. Hopefully, Switchback, if someone could DM Switchback and ask him to pull the, actually, don't do that, because we're going to have like 15 people message him at once, which would be bad. I'll message him once the game is over and ask him to pull the logs. What a bother for me, 24 DMs. Yeah, there goes 3 monitors. They're not down, with Chistolite, the Ruby, and the Silimonite? Silimonite? It's probably the more accurate way to say that, but Silimonite is very funny. Are down, but not out. They've got quite a few restores. They'll be able to zombie chain back up eventually, if nothing finishes them off. And yeah, it looks like there's nothing over here to finish those off, but that is a pretty sizable loss of capability. A&S has an open alpha point. They could just hop on it right now and grab it, but unfortunately the shuttles, or the sprinters rather, that were in position to do that are now down. There's this ship brig down here that could be thrown onto the point and could capture that alpha point. But A&S does not really have much in the way of capping assets to be spending like that. Looks like Crow's headed that direction. Okay, now we have... What is going on?
Disconnection.
Yeah, but Vastal and Super Hans also got bonked.
Yep.
Was that a server card?
Oh boy. 3 Cats left his own volition. Yeah, it seems like we have 3 people there just crash out. Did you get booted to the main menu or to your desktop?
I got booted to
no
the battle summary.
I just got disconnected.
The battle summary screen that just froze.
Okay.
I think the game froze for a bit.
One person disconnecting is kind of weird. 3 getting bonked at the same time is extremely... Oh, great. And now we just had a missile clonk that was a hybrid. I'm pretty sure that was kind of expensive. And this game just got a little more and a little less interesting all at the same time. We got some S2H bombers going out here. What is on these? Command wake backup. Interesting. After this MMT, which of course stands for multi-mission tug. It's a tug that has a ton of capability. Ooh, a ton of AMMs fired into the wall there. These Vortex is gonna dodge those AMMs just fine. Slam right into the Lossy Wand. Deal some good damage. There might have been 1 or 2 clonks in there too, just depending on, just based on this damage, that really should have done more. I don't know, Vortex I don't think has that big of a warhead. So maybe not. Both teams kind of stalemating on the score right now, though. OSP does have a slight points advantage. A&S, however, heading into the middle of the point with one of the Axfords and the brick shit sprinter. I have not seen any fire whatsoever out of the rail. Marcello's. Unless they're referring at this. No damage, so probably not. Yeah, there it goes. Bombing the middle. Wow. That's pretty bad. It's not going to be an entirely unarmored Axford, which is going to die extremely violently to anything that shoots at it. What are the rails firing at? Maybe they're firing at the sprinter? Looks like, of course, the shipwreck also taking a ton of damage from that nuclear blast. Really close. Both players were extremely close to that. 2 atmosphere ruptures, 3 atmosphere ruptures. on that Axford. Not good. Bombers sweeping around the side of the map, trying to roll up some of the OSP forces so INS can take more map control, especially on that Charlie side. Neither team is that much in the way of combat power, really. Nebi esports scene win. You're here. This is it. We're doing it right now. We've even got the very loud metal video game music from 20 years ago. It's everything you need. Ooh, good aim, imp strikes. Just S2s this time. Getting some good damage, though. I have the rail boys. Where are these firing? Cannot seem to make up their mind about where they want to shoot at. Looks like they're going after the bombers now. Support. Really need to dumpster the stuff on Alpha Point, but I guess with the lack of armor. Okay. So, never mind. What? Okay, so they're back to shooting at the Axford. Complete lack of armor, of course, has no effect on the rails whatsoever. They're gonna auto-pin this thing no matter what. That's a lot of fires. That's a lot of fires. Couple damage control teams. Is there any fire suppressant in here? Nope. ANS does have that middle point, so OSP does have to get something done now. ANS not too far ahead. They're just now passing OSP in the score count. That's a lot of rail fire. Oh, not that one. IST class getting further bullied and sent down, down, down into the basement. Oh, those rails need to leave because the bombers can horribly, horribly punish those. The bombers might be running out of munitions. Yeah, they are starting to run out of munitions. Dealing with the MMTs. These really, really, really need to be moving this direction away from the bombers. Looks like they're gonna try to go around and maybe have enough left in the tubes to get a good strike out on those rail ships. Nice. Really good vortex strikes. Rails aren't really going to terminate inside of an Axford unless they're nose on. I don't think the overpin factor is that much to worry about. Now we're going to see here in a little bit, some of these damage control teams are going to start dying. Getting railed, they're hanging out in places with fires. No damage on them yet. Quite a bit. LRT keeping that track. Something else keeping it locked. Presumably this, yeah, the Koi demo has IST glass locked. Alpha is zoned out. It seems, I mean, it's basically open. I think OSP could run in there with the monitors. Or even the obelisks. What killed this? Missile strike. Yeah, missile strike killed this. Yeah, neither team really pushing. They both kind of afraid of the other's big assets. OSP of, well, this thing specifically. Just now getting railed. That's a really good target for those rails to be striking. These debuffs really, really hurt the missile ships. Especially since it's got less damage control capability. Oh my god. Then the more direct combat vessels. Yeah, these, especially power plant efficiency is down, so it's probably not going to be able to make full use of the missile programming buses. Well, that might not matter at this range. Are a lot of these going for that wall? Yeah, yes they are. What's going on with these missiles, Chief? Is this man's comms off? Might have turned his comms off, or he might have lost his antenna. No, he's still got a CR-10. He's not getting comms jammed. I have no idea what was going on with those missiles. Looks like whatever was happening isn't happening anymore. They're now focused here on the Sapphire, who's the one grazer who really can't handle this. Especially with the rails getting involved. Kingfisher, unfortunately, in a pretty rough spot now with those rails looking at him. Can capture the echo point, though, and get away, and there's not really a whole lot of OSP can do about him, although if the Obelisks were up a little closer... Who's flying these? Why can't I see? Ah, okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. There it is. There's two going on here after the Sapphire. AS has stormed across the map, and they have captured Echo and Alpha, giving them a strong 4-1 lead. They're also almost 100 points ahead. That's pretty good. Especially considering that they're relatively low in capping assets and actual map presence. Looks like the bombers are just about going to be out of missiles, but they're going to be able to grab that Delta point. These cells have hardly moved at all. Big S2 strike going after the, whatever this is, the line freighter, the Obelisk. Now, which is not set up to deal with this at all. The old counter meta. Direct command S2, quite good. Especially out of an Axford. Pro flying this now. Rupert Kesserling. Yeah, this is just gonna die. No way.
The enemy is securing zone Boxer.
Duke of Stars snuck one of the multi-mission tugs into the Bravo point, although I think he's about to get beamed. Oh yeah. Dylan Finch about to send him back from whence he came. Beam City, bitch. Any day now. What kind of engine you got in here? That's a Dragonfly. Oh. There it is. Man, it's just stuck up there, not really punching deeper into the hole. It's quite unfortunate. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, now it's gonna die. Bravo point secured. This can turn its beam off. There he goes. Not bad. Adrian Rubinski gonna move onto that alpha point. Turning plasma. I wonder if he knows that this got fully bloomed. No, it doesn't. Oh, right, HEHC isn't differentiated from HE, so I have no idea. There is a way to find out, though. That doesn't count down. Yeah, that's HEHC that's being fired. Good. That's going to delete this ship pretty much immediately. Because of the raw damage of that round. OSP still down to just the natural point. A lot of that HEHC going right for the nose. Really needs to hit that command stack or the invincible location. I guess it's called the invincible location for a reason. Mr. Bojangles. The rail ship has been hanging out over here. Looks like it's gonna maybe try counter battering the rails. Ocellos has maybe already done that. Okay, no. It's just flank thruster damage. Oh, I think the Adrian Rubinsky is going to go for the Bravo point and is going to get beamed in short order. Might be getting rotated though. James is controlling this, right? Yeah, he knows how to control bunkers. Speaking of Dranos, just been getting absolutely ruined by those S2s.
The enemy is securing zone boxer.
Alright, here it comes. Class 100's ready, it's aimed. It's tasked to fire. Beam's missing. Oh, it's firing at the wrong thing! Travis immediately switches targets. Sure does a little bit of dodging. Yeah, that beam's gonna get taken down real fast. There it goes. Ooh, lost the drive though. That's the most important thing on this bulk freighter. He's not going to be able to get into the Bravo point, not going to be able to rotate his guns at all either until that drive gets back online.
The enemy is securing zone Atlas.
Uh-oh.
The enemy secured zone boxer.
Missiles going after the rail ship. Command missiles going after the rail ship. You really, 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 really never, ever, ever want to be in that situation. Oh! What? There's no comms jammer down here.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Yeah, I guess the radar track quality just went down suddenly, and that was it. Baba also trying to get onto the alpha point, gets executed by the Railford and the 450 B-Max for just the 450 and rails firing though. He's gonna have to go next, and the same thing's gonna happen to it. It's gonna close into the point and get executed. OSP suffering for their backline investment. Which is common. Was an entirely fine match of Nebulous. But yeah, at this point, ANS is pretty much gonna get it. OSP doesn't really have anything on the field that can fight. Just this bulker. Demons are in terrible condition. tugs are out of missiles, or our radar tugs. This is gonna end in favor of the ANS team here before too long. We got some more missiles going on. Maybe these do a little better. Oh, no, they're not. Where are they going? Into a wall. Trying to kill the Labradoodle over here. Not gonna be able to do that. It's one land though. That's pretty good. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Man, this is just sad. Okay, there's some good lands. There's some good lands. Oh yeah, the rail ship doesn't have any radar. Having to fire off visuals. Yikes. Pitch hasn't taken any more damage other than that original volley. Rotating around, probably trying to get the jump on the Adrian Rubinsky, who is leaving. So to where, I'm not sure. Some point-blank aim inspired in anger. Key now getting rails that are making finish from point blank range. Famous making a play for Charlie again with the fluorite. Yeah, we're pretty much winning this game, didn't we? I might actually just go ahead and call it. Go. Let's get into that after action report and take a look here. I really want to see that missile ship. Oh. Cross 4x for it's not doing plugging anything. But this Kingfisher, absolutely farming.
That was fun.
Yeah, I couldn't get into position for half the game, but that rail stuff.
And Dream is getting down super early. And the rail cell is not putting out hardly any rounds either.
I always wonder what happened to a lot of our sensor assets. They kind of just overflowed and neither Duke nor I got them.
Oh really? Yeah, if you have 10 ships and someone on your team gets got, they just get deleted. Yeah,
That sucks.
Looks like all of Vastal's
when was the DC?
got surrendered and removed.
Oh, 845, look at that.
Yep.
Well, it's more that Vastal got Sunny's stuff, and then Sunny game crapped out as well, and then I got all of their stuff together. At least I got the heavy stuff, but
Where like our team I got the Kingfisher, and there was only like some support craft aside from that, and those went to somebody else.
Yeah, you missed out on what an MMT, couple UR.
Yeah, but we went from having all the sensor coverage to having none of the sensor coverage.
Those rails still hurt though.
Yeah, they hurt when I remembered to task them on things.
Hey, look, I've left a whole ship to die while I was going and fighting with another ship. It happens. But hey, 40k damage with after I killed like what, a monitor and a Vulgar.
I'm really impressed with what you pulled off of it, considering, the first time with it.
And I don't use missiles ever.
It's just direct command.
Yeah.